Alright, this video is going to help explain the dynamics of ID-Man. We're going to start our way at the top, work down, and then out. So we're going to start at the top of the skull. You'll notice we've just displayed this section right here. So we have quinolones, penicillins, cephalosporins, carbapenems, and metronidazole that can cause seizures. We've displayed LMN right here. That is for medications that can cause optic neuropathy, linezolid, macrolides, and nitrofurantoin. And we have just displayed medications that can cause myasthenia gravis. We have quinolones and macrolides. Now, it may be a weird place to put it in the eyeballs. That's just where I associate it with, probably dating back to immunopathology. I think I missed a question on myasthenia gravis causing drooping eyelids. So now we know. All right, moving on, we have medications that can cause ototoxicity, being aminoglycosides and vancomycin. And right here, we have medications that can cause neurotoxicity, which can lead to a neuroblockade and to respiratory paralysis. These medications are going to be aminoglycosides, cholecystmethate, and polymyxin B. Might be a weird place to put it in our cheeks. It fit, and it's, behind the cheekbones we do have access to the brain, so there you go. Moving on, we have medications that can cause hypoglycemia. That's going to be right here. These are going to be quinolones, Bactrim, and linezolid. We have medications that can cause, actually these medications are recommended that we do not use them in pneumonia. So that's going to be daptomycin and doripenem. Both of those medications should not be used in pneumonia. We've moved here to medications that can cause pulmonary toxicity. Well, we have a medication that's nitrofurantoin. Medications that can cause QT prolongation. So we have quinolones, macrolides, telavancin, and lefamulin. Medications that can cause hepatotoxicity. Again, we have the quinolones and the macrolides. And now we're going to add nitrofurantoin and tigecycline. Medications that can cause nephrotoxicity. So we're going to have aminoglycosides, vancomycin, telavancin, oritavancin, dalbavancin, cholecystmethate, and polymyxin B. Medications that can cause peripheral neuropathy are going to be quinolones, nitrofurantoin, metronidazole, and daptomycin. And then we have a black box warning for causing diarrhea with clindamycin. And we have quinolones that can cause tendon rupture. Moving on here in the middle in the abdomen, we are including medications not to use in pregnancy. We're going to avoid these medications in pregnancy. I want you to notice that we do have different color here. And I also kind of zoomed in so that we can see that we have an aminoglycoside that follows down into a quinolone and tetracyclines. We had telavancin, oritavancin, and dalbavancin. Notice that my metronidazole is a lighter color. That is recommended to not be used during the first trimester. And we have Bactrim and nitrofurantoin that are recommended to avoid during near term, when the pregnancy is near term. Medications that to avoid in breastfeeding. So this is a Q without the aminoglycosides. We have quinolones and tetracyclines. And here we have quinolones, tetracyclines, and tigecyclines. And moving out, we have a hazard. This is medication has a black box warning for increased risk of death, and that's going to be tigecycline. Medications that can cause photosensitivity. We have Bactrim, quinolones, tetracyclines, and tigecyclines. Yes, I noticed that we went from Q for our quinolones to an F here. This stems from ID days when I had made an image calling medications that cause photosensitivity big fat turdy turds. So it's an F there, my benefit. We have medications here that can cause myelosuppression. That's going to be penicillins, cephalosporins, vancomycin, and linezolid. Medications that can cause thrombocytopenia. This is a platelet here. We've got Bactrim, vancomycin, and linezolid. And then we have medications that can cause hemolytic anemia. Again, we're going to notice the difference in our color changes here. So penicillins and cephalosporins can both cause immune-mediated hemolytic anemia. Bactrim, which is that darker red color, can cause both immune-mediated and G6PD deficiency, hemolytic anemia, and then nitrofurantoin is at risk with G6PD for hemolytic anemia. And then finally, this is just a little mnemonic that we can use to help remember medications that can cause SJS and TIN. So that's going to be penicillins, cephalosporins, macrolides, quinolones, tetracyclines, Bactrim, vancomycin, tigecycline, clindamycin, and metronidazole. Yes, I've exchanged the F for the Q for quinolones. It fit the mnemonic there. All right, so there we have ID Man. I hope that helps. And this is going to be the list of the adverse effects or issues and the medications that go with it. Disclaimer on this was made during a NAPLEX study, and I'm sure that you can all relate that your brain is kind of mush. I cannot guarantee accuracy. I have double checked these, but again, I cannot guarantee accuracy.